Hey guys, it's Canadian. I am back from my trip, and today we are doing another Zarya VOD review. This is going to be for Lucas. He is a gold Zarya player, but appears to be on PC. I don't see any, PlayStation or Xbox buttons. The map is going to be Hanamura. A quick introduction, I'm Canadian. I'm a 4200 Grandmaster Zarya main the last couple seasons. I do these VOD reviews, post Zarya guides, post my own Zarya gameplay, stuff like that. My goal is to help you improve at Zarya, so if you're watching this, you're trying to improve, I think you're in the right place. And anyway, that's enough about me. Let's go ahead and get started with Lucas's VOD here. By the way, that clicking sound, that's not me. That is going to be Lucas's game, guys. So, I apologize for that, but that's okay. Still do this. No problem.
We should just go in.
Good personal shield there. You did a bunch of that Junkrat spam. The Mei messed up the wall. Bit of a premature bubble there on Ryan. He wasn't like committed to going in yet, so it wasn't a bad bubble per se because he dropped a shield. But that's more of on your Ryan, not properly taking advantage of your bubble. Good job blocking the hook, eating some spam, getting some. So you're at such a good place with energy. 61 good projected barrier will put you right at 100. So now is the time to really Ryan, especially because Mei screwed up her wall again. If you guys saw on the right there, now is the time to go. And you're Ryan. He's not doing a great job. He needs to hit the W key, go forward. He keeps hitting the S key to go back. Your Reinhardt is being way too timid. I mean, yeah, you're doing as much as you're creating as much space as you can as Zarya. I mean, so just like a small positioning thing here, but really I think your Reinhardt's kind of baiting you because you are one of the two tanks on this team, right? Between which tank creates more space, Reinhardt is the space creator between Reinhardt and Zarya. Zarya creates space, but she probably creates the least space of all the tanks. Like Winston creates space with his bubble, Diva creates space with her mobility and her defense matrix, Roadhog creates space with his hook. Then Zarya, she can create space with her damage, but it's not as your team can't just follow up if a Zarya runs right. That's what the Reinhardt's for. So your Reinhardt really needs to push. When this Mei screwed up the wall over here, Reinhardt needed to push in. Your whole team needed to push in. Either kill this Roadhog on the left who was isolated, push in someone. So you died. It wasn't great. Obviously, you weren't really keeping track of the Mei wall. She did get a really good wall on you. You died with a bunch of energy, so that feels bad. So if I'm in this game. Oh, by the way, this is a Destiny reference right here. LDR 5001 with the sniper rifle. If I'm in this game, I just died, I'd be like, all right, Reinhardt, we've done this little dance. Now it's time to actually go forward. I'm gonna bait the Mei wall and then go forward. Everyone go forward because your Reinhardt, he has literally not stepped past this choke despite multiple opportunities. When Mei misses her wall, that is a green light. That is go go go. Ooh, that was close. Okay, so this bubble right here. So your first bubble was good, by the way. The one you had to just eat this free spam. That was good. Your second bubble right here. You see the Genji's already reflecting. You see he's reflecting, so he's not any damage, and then you bubbled him, so just a little bit of an overlap. Not a great bubble, especially because your Lucio is saying, I'm getting ready to send us in. You really want to save your bubble for that engagement. If you guys all run in and Roadhog gets a key hook on someone, or, Reinhardt charges someone, you really want that bubble. So of all the people to bubble here, not sure why... Why did you bubble the soldier? So let's turn it up a bit.
Alright, we're going.
Okay, Reinhardt says, okay, we're going. You still didn't, by the way, guys, we saw, right, he doesn't have bubble yet. Good personal shield here to push the choke. And because you didn't have your projected barrier because you wasted on Genji, your Reinhardt dies. So the fault here is, there's two... mistakes here from Zarya. One obviously was burying the reflecting Genji, and the second thing is not adequately communicating your barrier cooldown. Okay, let's go, and you're wait, just give me 3 seconds, I don't have barrier, then we'll go. That information is key. That could change this fight. Right? Your Reinhardt charges in, and maybe he's expecting a barrier, and he just gets completely blown up by Junkrat. So, and then you finally have a barrier. And so before when I said I don't know why you shielded Soldier, like especially because Genji is using Dragon Blade, like you see him using Dragon Blade and you have barrier, but you flick over here to the Soldier, and maybe it's just because you guys are duo partners or something, but like imagine if you had shielded this Genji, right? He probably would have killed this Soldier who was using Tac Visor. So again, just another mistake there. So you know, we've just seen like a couple of like one Zarya mistake just like snowball into, you know, several mistakes that are really like costing our team. And you know, well, our team is also struggling to play well, like Reinhardt going in or stuff like that. Um,
I'm
we're
behind
here
the
to like
lane.
focus on Zarya, and definitely, you know, you burying Genji for whatever reason has like snowballed into different mistakes. Reinhardt dying, then you bubbled Soldier instead of Genji, and you guys, you know, lost that fight and used at least 2 ultimates. So this one right here, your team is your team isn't adequately baiting this wall, and then you know your Reinhardt's just not respecting the Mei. So before, when he wasn't going in, when Mei wall was down, he was respecting the Mei too much. But now that she has wall, he's not respecting her at all. So not much you can do about that, except you know maybe you could have been standing here, get a bubble on him. But again, it happens so quickly, can't really expect you to rotate like around the wall so fast. Just you know a little unfortunate there. You're just trying to get energy right now, which is what you're doing. Okay, Mei wall's down. This is huge. So
Just not getting anything done is the problem.
You pass that choke. We'll stand there. Just time.
Mei wall is still down. Oh, how did your Genji die?
We'll stand there.
What? He just like walked out and died. That's again just a really bad mistake. Mei wall's back up now, by the way. Like you're getting a lot of energy, but you're not doing anything with your energy, right? And it's not necessarily your fault. You know, you're staying with your team, and there aren't really any opportunities to do something with energy. Okay, so let's see. First of all, good bubble here on your hooked Rhine. It's a good sound barrier. Oh, I probably would have liked to see some grenades instead of beam right here. Okay, so a couple things. Looks like you're going for Mercy, so I take back what I said. Just make sure you focus on her. Okay, no, the Reinhardt follow-up was gigantic. 3 ults for that. That's totally worth it, especially because you guys killed Mercy. All right, so let's look again at this fight. Let's talk about this Graviton.
Let's get in.
So again, a good barrier there. The sound barrier, like. First thing is the sound, like your Reinhardt getting hooked and the sound barrier happening is a green flag to your team. Okay, now we have to fight. We've just been wasted way too much time. So I'm glad that you know, took that signal to engage. You also get a really good Graviton, right? We see Roadhog right here. You see Mercy, Mei, or Reinhardt. So if you catch these 3, Mercy can either fly right here to Roadhog, which really isn't that far, or wherever the heck Soldier is, and I actually don't see the Soldier. So you catch the Graviton, you're focusing solely on Mercy, which is really smart. You kind of overstep a little bit, and then you kind of lose track of her, but thankfully Reinhardt gets an amazing Earth Shatter. By the way, Graviton Earth Shatter isn't necessarily a good combo because they're both giant CC ults that take a while to charge, but it can be a good combo if you time the CC properly. So Graviton lasts 4 seconds. As Reinhardt, so let's write it down here, 4 seconds. You want to use Earth Shatter like when 3 seconds are over. Like if you do it too early, you've just wasted Grav, and if you do it too late, then they'll all get away. So I think your Reinhardt, you know, for the struggles he's been having, he played this really well, right? He rotated around the shield and got a huge shatter off on top of your huge Graviton. Yeah, I mean, now you just have a bunch of fat tanks to kill. You know, where was did you use a projected barrier in this fight? There was just the one you used when someone got hooked at the very beginning. So, I mean, if you look at this fight, not really an opportunity to use another one. You know, it's not like Hog hooked anyone. We ourselves ate the Rhine charge, so... I mean, all the struggles your team had at that first choke, that play was really good by pretty much everyone involved. That was, like, really good. I think, did Mei waste wall, by the way? I'm sorry, I'm so curious now. I feel like Mei had wall up.
We'll stand there.
Maybe not. I don't know.
Good old
Ah, yes, the classic top right
He's
push.
ulting right there. He's ulting right there.
And someone is bottom left, whoever that is. A little premature there on the bubble because he's holding up his own shield. You know, nothing, no danger really. Now
There's
you have
one
to
right now.
tank with your personal, which you do a good job. You're gonna get him out. Oh, like again, okay, so this is again your Reinhardt not respecting the enemies in front of him.
Ulting right
He
there.
walks up these stairs and gets trapped, okay? So he knows Junkrat's here. It looks like he sees Junkrat place another trap right in front of him, and he
There's the one
walks
right now.
right there. He just placed it. At least I felt like he placed it, but then he walks right into another one after you already bubbled him. So the shield was down. So if like again, this is what you did a way premature bubble. If you had
There's the one
bubbled
right
it, like if you still had your bubble because he's fine, he's fine, he's fine. Okay, right here is like, oh, he ran to a trap. This is the much better bubble. But again, that's hindsight. But we can still look at this bubble and determine that it was not very good. You didn't get any value out of it really. Yeah, you got some energy, but that's like it's not worth it. You're not in a
There's the
poke
one right
phase.
now.
The two teams are really close to each other. Oh god, Mercy needs to heal you. Oh, she healed you. A bit of a... No, that looked okay because Ryan was swinging at your Lucius, so that seemed alright. Uh-oh, watch the Ryan. The Ryan's there, you know he's here. Good job eating a bunch of spam. I heard the hook, by the way, right here, and you didn't bubble your Junkrat. Right, you had eyes on your Junkrat, and I hear the hook, but you didn't. You had bubble available too, so that's a little awkward. I feel like you definitely could have got that hook off. Definitely, I would say definitely use a bit of grenade against this Mei because she was jumping so much. Just kind of throw off her aim. Like there was jump number 1, jump number 2, jump number 3. So the third one you got frozen, but the first two you probably could have used a grenade to knock her about, deal a bunch of damage, and then again jump 4, and then she died. So there was 4 opportunities to at least squeeze in 1 grenade there while she's jumping in the air. But I mean, I don't know. I don't know if there's anything you could have done to like live here.
I took that shot.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think so.
Mei was-
Maywall's down. This is huge. You have Graviton, so communicate to your team. I have Graviton. I'm going to use it this next fight. Be ready to follow up. Good bubble there on the charge. Someone just said I have ult, so that's good. Bubble. Oh god.
Kill the Mercy.
That was such a good shatter.
Push on through. We should be able to get to the point. We got a res.
I think you should have just died and then get the double res with your Mercy. Oh. Oh god. Don't grab. Do not grab. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Do not do it. Don't do it.
Okay, let's restart again.
Okay, good. Okay, good. You didn't grab. So, we saw a bunch of your teammates, like, die, right? 2 to the Riptire, 2 to the Deadeye. Reinhardt's already dead. You're literally the last one. So, good job not holding grab, or not using grab. So, that means they just use both offense ults. They still have Blizzard. Or, let's look at this screen here. So, what do they have, right? They've got Blizzard, Sound Barrier, Earth Shatter, and Whole Hog, right? So, you know, you can probably use Res to counteract 2 of these, probably Blizzard, Shatter, and then your soldier needs to get some good positioning and
Let's go.
be a threat.
Just kill the hog.
The Roadhog overextended like crazy.
Let's go.
Now, Mei, watch out for the Mei. She's still a threat here.
Let's just go main. Just go main. Just go main. Just go main.
Good shield on your Rhine charging in. Mercy dying first is not good. Ooh. Was a spicy grab. So, McCree's dead, Mercy's dead, so our soldier's alive. at this grab. Look how this is like a grab. He dropped a shield. We see two squishy members. We catch two squishies plus a Roadhog in there. The unfortunate thing is there's just no follow. You guys are running double hit scan and there's no like fair or anything, so double hit scan probably isn't the best. In terms of gravitons, I mean that was really good. The only element that was lacking is that you're not enough of your team was there to follow up. So I know McCree and Mercy were the ones to die, and they're like, well, they don't really follow up on grab too much. McCree definitely follows up on grab, Mercy not so much. But I mean, did your soldier shoot at it at all? I don't know. I didn't think I saw him shoot. I feel like you're the only one that fired at this grab, right? If we're looking here, we see one ally here. And oh, your soldier's down here. So your soldier like dropped down. So literally, you were the only one that can see this, and like Lucio. So a little unfortunate that no DPS were able to follow up, especially, and your Reinhardt couldn't either. So that sucks. Like I said, you know, it was a good grab, but it was missing the key element of your teammates being, you know, nearby or around, however you want to put it. You are way deep now. You have got to figure out how to get out of here. Good bubble. Grenade. Oh.
Ah, damn it! I was on it so long.
So, it seems pretty clear that you prefer beam over grenade. Like right here when you're fighting the Lucio, you know, when he jumps like that, that's a grenade opportunity. Again, another grenade. 3 grenade opportunities there to knock him up, do a bunch of damage, predictable AoE splash damage, and then you can follow him up with beam, but you just kind of beamed him the whole time. So I definitely, something to work on is try and incorporate more grenades into your attack rotation as Zarya. You'll probably secure more kills, get alt charge a bit faster, and you know, grenade with Zarya is really powerful. He just walked up and earth shattered. Your Mercy needs to not be where she is. Good flashbang by your McCree. Mercy dying first, not first, but Mercy dying again. With 20 seconds left, your Mercy can't be doing that. Did she have res? I'm like 99% sure she had resurrect. Guys, I feel like I've been doing a bad job talking about barriers, so let's see. Good shield here to eat a bunch of spam, and then good next shield on your Reinhardt that charged in. Good another shield obviously to save your life, try and win this 1v1. Barrier Lucio, I mean, again, not like this is kind of like the fight's lost kind of situation, so that last barrier is kind of whatever. Mercy still has resurrect, man, and your soldier still has tac visor. Like tac visor charges so fast. Your soldier just need to get some high ground and use it. He was waiting like way too long for the perfect opportunity. And Mercy too, man. She has resurrect way too long. Okay, so that's the end of round 1. My thoughts about that first round. Definitely use grenade more. So I mean, with your positioning, you're doing a pretty good job, you know, staying behind your Reinhardt, and your Reinhardt's doing a bad job of his positioning for the most part. So, I mean, you're staying behind him, you're doing what you can, getting good energy with your personal shields. Your projected barriers are like have quite a bit to be desired. I mean, the only good ones I've seen really are like when Reinhardt charges in, but besides that, I mean, you kind of just like use it whenever. You know, like you could have said, "Hey, Soldier or McCree, ult, I'll save bubble for you." You know, just anything to get them to use their ultimates, because Soldier and McCree both had their ults at the end. You know, your Mercy's positioning was bad, but again, like if you know Mercy has res, she's like a key ally you want to save. You try and barrier her, and you know, again, I was mentioning that you mainly shielded Reinhardt when he charged, and you know he charged, you shield him, which was fine, and then your Mercy would just kind of like run in and try and heal him, like, which is not the right thing to do. Your Reinhardt or your Mercy cannot die with Ryan to heal him. Like it has to be Lucio, or you guys have to switch to an Ana for long range healing. But you know, since she was such a key member of your team, just try, you know, kind of keep an eye on her, try and keep her up. But she was making it very difficult because of her YOLO positioning. So I like you had really good grabs. I think that was the strongest thing we saw. Definitely was you did a good job of like getting charge with your person. Whoops, I don't know what I did. With your personal shield. How did I do that? Whoa. Nope, I can't. I remember I can't do that because the pen doesn't work. You did a good job getting charged with your personal shield, and you had good gravitons. You know, just like the first one, the team was definitely there for the follow up, which was great. And I feel like you only had two, but which the second one on point two, you know, your team wasn't there for the follow up, which was really unfortunate. But it was still a mainly good graviton. Anyways, let's go. Let's look at this round two. Hopefully, since our Ryan doesn't want to go forward, it's he does better on defense, and since Mercy won't have to be running into the fight to save him, hopefully she will do better too. Thanks for sticking around till the end of the video. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button on the right hand side, and if you want to see more videos, check out these two on the left. Again, thank you so much for watching and have a good one.